Welcome to Klaz Studios.
My name really is Olori Egbe Vincent, and I was given that name Osllo by one of my uncles, Johnny Yuma. He fondly calls me Osllo. But when I was growing up, I tried to see how I can make that name meaningful, and I decided to add King. That is why I now go by the name Osllo King. Really, I'm an offshoot of the 21st generation. And what that means is that we have a leader, Dr. Leo Fadaka. His band is of the 21st generation. The name of his band really is Leo Fadaka and the 21st generation. And those of us who grew up from him, we are his offshoots. That means growing up from him. That is where the word offshoot of the 21st generation came out from. And this statement, offshoot of the 21st generation, was actually made popular by the renowned MC of blessed memory, Omo Bayode. He will always call me Osllo King of the 21st generation. So that was how that name actually came out. Well, I began to follow Dr. Leo Fadaka way back when I was in Form 3. And that should be about 19, what? When I was in Form 3, 1975. About 1975, when he returned from Lagos, after touring around the nation, and he decided to take a teaching job, and he was posted to Ekwese College. Then I was in Form 3. And so it was a very happy reunion to see my uncle, the one we have been hearing his music on air, on radio, coming to teach us in the class. And so we embraced him, and I began to follow him anywhere he goes. And I was the one playing the rhythm guitar, because I learned how to play the guitar way back at Ugoshiele, where I was living with them before they eventually traveled to Lagos. So when we met again in 1975, when I was already in Form 3, it was a happy reunion, and I quickly fit into the band, and I was the one playing the rhythm guitar. Yeah, as a matter of fact, the energy my music carries stems from the music of Leo Fadaka. For instance, Leo has a kind of music he calls Izoka sound. And Izoka sound, when you look at it when you look at it properly, you see that he was trying to come up with a music that will, that will take the world. I haven't listened to people like the Osibisas, listening to people like the OJs and all the bands, that was the contemporary music at that time. So he decided to develop the Izoka sound, and I was privileged to be the one playing the rhythm guitar. So, and I tried to fuse in, as a young boy, I tried to fuse in some jazz, some rock and roll rhythms into what he was creating. And that he loved it. I saw that he loved what I was doing, and that really gave me the energy. So what I play today is an extract from what I inherited. I call it a sonic inheritance from Leo Fadaka. As a matter of fact, when I finished my secondary school, I went into school. When I came out, luckily enough, I was given a teaching job. So I've been a teacher, and I rose to the rank of being a head teacher, and that has, you know, that has helped me because, I was using even my salary because of the love I have for music to to buy instruments and to see that I keep the dream going. Yeah, it got to a time that really I felt I should maybe stop playing music, active music. You can't stop playing music, but you can just stop playing actively. You know, running around, attending to invitations and so on and so forth. So at the time, I wanted to really stop playing active music, but when I told my friend first, Pablo. And when I told Pablo about it, Pablo said there is no need that I should keep on moving. Then I also told my wife. My wife also said no, there is no need, keep moving. And so that energized me, and I kept on, playing the music. Challenges are numerous, which stems from or which runs from finance, getting the right equipment, and so on and so forth. But like I said, my passion for music, was on the high side, and that kept me moving. And with the environment I find myself, because Uncle Leo will always be there, Dr. Leo will always be there. There is no time you visit him without giving you a push, without giving you a word that you will hold on to. So that kept me moving. And the people, the patronage from my fans were really very high. I remember a weekend, there are some weekends I will have up to 4 shows. What I mean by this, Friday afternoon, play somewhere, move to another location, Friday night, then Saturday morning, afternoon, still have another show somewhere else, and Saturday night till Sunday morning. It has always been, activities, and this has kept me moving. Milestones. Well, milestones. I think I started my recording my music. I think that is, and the very first one I recorded gave me an encouragement as Eternal. That album, I was happy each time I listened to it on air, and the way people responded to it, that gave me a push. I was really, really very happy, and apart from that, even before I started recording my work, I think I took part in some of the recordings by my Oga, that is Leo himself, Uncle Leo. I think I took part in some of his recordings, and I was so happy to find myself in studio with him, and all that put together gave me a very strong push to keep moving on. I think though we are everything is digitalized. Today we talk about AI and all that, which makes everything easy anyway. Because I remember in those days, play your drums practically, guitar, everything, combined together to give good music. But we discovered that today, all the beats you want is right there in the computer. And I think this generation is doing great, because when you listen to the vibes they are producing, you can still feel that they have something good they are projecting, something good they are presenting. You can sense the melody in the music. It's always very high, good melody. You can sense the right things, despite the fact that some of the songs look funny. But you discover that the kind of rhymes you hear, in their raps, kind of rhymes you hear, that it's a group of intelligent people. So I do not really take light of what the young generations are doing. They are doing great, and they can do better. They can do better if, I believe they are going to do better, because with the rate they are going, with more of them coming into the scene, and with inspirations, making the right use of inspired ideas. I believe they'll be able to do better. Locally, we have, like I said, I've been following Uncle Leo. It's my uncle. It's a privilege to have him as my uncle, Dr. Leo. We have people like Biameje. We have people like Ye Komi. Those were before me. They really inspired me. I think I am contemporary with Obiza, for instance, though I started before him. But I call him contemporary because we're almost at the same level, at the point where we all started. So we have a Gameje, we have Oye Komi, we have all of them all around us. Then in Nigeria, for instance, we have Victor Wifo. Sir Victor Wifo, I call him my grandfather in the music, because Uncle Leo had some time with him, played with him for a while. So Sir Victor Wifo is there. People like, there are so many people. Yeah, I must not forget to mention, what's his name now? Jake Solo. I think it's from the East. And he passed on many years ago. I got inspired by his solo guitar. Each time I listen to him play the solo guitar, I'm always inspired. Then we also have a man called Cat, C-A-T, of the Third World. There's a group called Third World. It's an international group, Third World. And their lead guitarist is called Cat. And when I listen to him play, I get inspired. I think then we also have so many of them. The George Benson, Duke Ellington, and several others. They inspired me musically, and that's shaping my kind of music. Well, forward ever, backward never. I think music still stands as my ultimate venture in life. And giving myself 5 years from now, I believe the band is going to get more consolidated. There are many other things I really want to put together and see how we can place our music in world map. We want to place our primary music, our music into the world map of music. And 5 years from now, we see us getting there. They should shun distractions. They should be focused, and they should not be lazy. What do I mean? For instance, you may get inspired because music is a world of its own. You might just be standing in the midst of friends and you get an inspiration. Such period, you need to separate yourself, go to a solitary place and see how you can put that inspired work together. And if you miss it at that point, then you have missed it forever. Or sometimes you might even be sleeping. You just, maybe middle of the night, a song coming, and if you do not wake up and work on that piece, you will lost it forever. And so that is why I'm advising them not to be lazy. They should be hardworking, and that is, and give it all it takes. Yeah, my fans, I want them to understand that despite that today I play gospel music, that's what I play today. They should have the understanding that gospel music is my own way of reaching out to others, and the the music still remains, what we play still remains. It is only the lyrics that is geared towards gospel. I think I'm personally I'm satisfied with that, and we let's move together and make uh, the music great once again. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me.